Hi everyone, my name is Marissa Davis. I'm a year-long residency candidate for next fall, the 2018-2019 school year. I'm pursuing my master's degree in elementary education K through 6. I received my bachelor's with Wilmington in 2011 in behavioral science. So when I knew that I wanted to come back and pursue my master's, it was a no-brainer that I would return to Wilmington. I really enjoy this school, and I think they have a good thing going. So a little bit about myself. I'm a mom to a 4-year-old little boy named William and a stepmom to a 5-year-old little boy named Bryson. Our family lives in Landenberg, Pennsylvania. We've been here about a year now. But we are native to Delaware. I grew up in Middletown, so that's where my family all still lives. I'm a very big LSU football fan. Love the Eagles. I love to cook. I enjoy working out anytime that I can. We like the water during the summertime. Anytime that we can be out on a boat, on the beach, at a pool, makes us happy. So those are things that I like to do when I'm not running around chasing after kids. So my experience in the classroom is I lived in Maryland for about 6 years and really fell into a position, never really gave teaching a second thought, never really thought that that's something that I wanted to do, but I was given this opportunity to teach a transition program at a special education school in Annapolis. The transition program was the school's completer program. So the technical term for the course was career research and development. So I would get my kids at 14 and they would stay with me until they graduated, and I would essentially be a liaison for the families, the students, and state agencies. I would help them get hooked up with funding for whether if that were continuing their education, going to college after they graduated, or if they were just going to go into the workforce, or if they needed some training to be ready for a job, anything that to help them prepare after they left the life of harbor school. I kind of help them facilitate. Also, with that position, not only did we work with the families in terms of state agencies and funding and getting referrals done and all that, it was my responsibility to also instruct the course. So I helped them prepare resumes, helped them fill out applications. We had interest inventories to complete. We made sure that they kind of had a game plan, and obviously that game plan changed as they, from the time you're 14 years old until they were ready to graduate. Obviously we worked with them each step of the way, and that was an ever-changing process. But it was a credit course, four credits, so they got 1 credit their first year, they got a second credit their second year, another credit the third year, and then ultimately a 4th credit. So there were 4 components to each to that actual program, and I taught all 4 components. So I loved it. I think that I'm meant to be a teacher. Like I said, I didn't really give it a second thought, but once I found this position, I absolutely loved it. I loved working with my kids, seeing them every day, watching where they started, and just being able to see them progress and watch their families progress with them, because specifically with special education students and their families, it's a lot of them, by the time they got to me, they had so many times they had people tell them that their child wasn't going to be able to graduate, or wasn't going to be able to do this, or wasn't going to be able to do that. So they were essentially, a bit broken down. So to be able to see them come to me at 14 and kind of just to watch them develop together and grow, whether that was a little bit or whether it was a lot is all relative to the student. I think that it just made my job so rewarding, and I miss it, and I can't wait to get back. So I'm very excited. What is the most important aspect of teaching, do I think? I'm speaking from my experience in terms of special education. I absolutely think that it's so important to be able to get to know your kids, understand what motivates them, what makes them tick, how they learn, what is their best way of learning, what makes them, what helps them really get the content, what's their learning style, for lack of better terms. I think building a rapport with families is important, communication is important, but ultimately I really think being able to know your student and know what motivates them, and how you can connect with that student to help them become as successful as possible is, I think, probably the most important thing that as teachers that we can do. Individualizing instruction and lessons goes hand in hand with knowing your student. I think absolutely that's going to set our students up for success. So that's me in a nutshell. I apologize, I'm nervous. So if you have any questions, I believe Mr. Wells has my information, and I look forward to meeting everyone. Bye.